Hi guys, back for another video. Today we're going to go into depth with the Rovan B5. Now I put up a video about, it was nearly 12 months ago when I first got this car. They come out with a 45cc Rovan. There's also a 29cc version that comes out and a 36. So I just want to sort of go into depth what it is I've done and what I've learnt since the last video. So what I've pretty much done is I've put virtually every size engine in this car just to test to see what is best for this car. Now I'm actually racing this car at the moment. I've got it all set up for racing at the track professionally. So as you can see, I've got the red body on it now. Just cut some holes for your airflow, which she'll come straight through there, out the back and out through the back here, plus you've got holes here. I've changed the wing on it. It's virtually a Losi 5B wing, but I think that one was off the Baja, the DBXLE. Yeah. So I thought I'd just do a video and show you exactly what you can do to improve your V5 if you go and buy one. So what we'll do is start off, we'll take the body off. Okay, so what I've pretty much done at this stage is it's set up for racing at the track. I've taken out the Losi 5T servo tray setup and put it in the Losi 5B setup, using the modified RC center diff mounts, your high-techs, your 840 for your throttle, and your 845s for your steering dual setup. It makes a huge difference on how this handles with this setup. So far I've probably knocked 4 seconds off my best lap time just with this setup. We've got some FG wheels put on it for the track. They're absolutely awesome. They stick to the track really well for off-road. Now what I'm doing over here in Australia, there are limits to what you can run in divisions. I'm in 4-wheel drive ArcMac, and the most you can have is a 26cc. So I'm just running a stock 26cc at the moment, Zenoa. Until I get used to the car, I will then, modify this engine to make it faster. But it's not about speed anyway. But what I have done is I've put, when I first had it, I had the 45cc engine in it. I had nothing but issues with it because there was an air leak in the motor. Look, that's just my engine, my experience. There are other people who say the 45 is fantastic, and it does come out when you buy it. You get the 45C with a dual steel pipe that comes at the back. It sounds great. It sort of sounds like a V6 or something, but it doesn't perform very well. So what I would first do is get rid of the pipe. If you're going to keep the 45, that's fine. You can also get yourself an Olamat pipe, silence pipe, from Olamat Engineering. That'll give you so much more power. Just that will change everything. Run a 990 carb. Actually, no, this is not the 990 carb. This is a 668, I think, at the moment. But I'm putting a 990 carb on it anyway. I just haven't had time to do it. Same with the outwears, your air filter. These are really great. You get these from DDM. They're the dome ones. But the shocks on the that come out with this car they're great. I've had no issues with them whatsoever. But what I have done is it seems to handle a lot better if you bring the springs all the way up on every one. It just gives you that better balance around corners so the car turns into it. I've got the TLR brakes set up on it. This car will already come, depending on what version you get, but the 45cc, I believe, it'll come with the alloy setup, your front and rear braces, top plates, all alloy. I've kept stock steering on it. Had no issues with it whatsoever, so why change something that's already good? What I have done is I've put alloy hubs on it, because last season when I raced the plastic ones, one of them broke when someone hit me and it broke, so I just wanted to make it stronger. But I've changed all the internals to a Losi brand, so all your internals are all Losi 5T. I would suggest if you do get this car, I'd get rid of the 45 myself, because it's not a great engine overall. It's got some torque, but it's not very good at high end power. It's just the way it is. The smaller the motor you go, the higher the RPM you'll get. The 26cc is, I've tried all the engines. They are perfect for this car. It's more controllable, and you've got that power when you need it, especially when you're racing. The 26cc is just a great engine. Just trying to think what else I could say to you to explain. It's what it does is when you've got like a bigger motor, say the 45, you're not going to get any more high speed out of it. It's more, it's actually a bit uncontrollable, if you know what I mean. What you want to do is either go down to like a 30.5cc, because this is pretty much a copy of a Losi 5T, but with the shorter wheelbase. So it's a little bit lighter. So you really need, I would personally use the 26cc. They are great. But even like a 30.5cc, if you, like, for you guys in the United States, I don't know what, there's rules, they're different to what size engine you can run. But we got guys running the 26s, and we're breaking, lap records. It's, people are running 30.5cc's, 32cc's. These little 26s are, I beat them. Because they get to your speed fast, especially on a track. You need that to get up to that speed as fast as you can, and good controllable takeoff and revs on corners. It makes a huge difference. Because when I first started racing, I was very surprised because, I think I had a 32cc in my Losi. So this has got the 32cc in it now, the G320. I haven't raced this one yet. I've been too busy focusing on this car. But anyway, a lot of the guys, when I first, some of them were running 23cc motors. And I'm thinking to myself, that makes no sense. Why aren't they using a bigger motor? You know, but at the end of the day, the smaller motor you got, the more control you have over that car, especially when you're racing. But if you're bashing, that's fine. You can put whatever you want in it. 45C, that's fine. But change that pipe that it comes with. It's not going to do you any favours. Also, I went with the ICE alloy front and rear diff braces. I've kept everything else stock. You don't fall into the trap where, you know, you get all this bling. Oh yes, it looks good, but a lot of the stuff that you get can make your car worse to drive. It's unless you're like driving an RC Max or something like that, where you need, you know, bigger drive shafts, etc. That's fine for bashing. But if you're actually going to race on the track, you're better off keeping it stock. I've had no issues. No issues at all with your stock setup. You don't need to just upgrade what needs to be done. Don't go spending all this money on parts you just don't need. I see it all the time. People buying stuff for their car, spending thousands of dollars, and at the end of the day, the car is no better than what it was. It's worse than what it was to drive when you first got it out of the box. So just upgrade the main things. The main things is your front and rear alloy braces. It'll strengthen the car up. This V5, the shocks are perfect. I've had no issues with them whatsoever. The only thing I did change as well, so it's running all the Losi 5T internals, but also with the arms, the Rovan arms, they're a bit thinner than your Losi 5T arms. And what I found out was, like, I'd be on the track, and if I just got hit, these arms would come out. And I was trying to work out what was happening until I grabbed a Losi 5T arm and compared the difference with the Rovan. They're about probably 5mm difference. So what I did was, because there was a lot of play with the Rovan arms. Yes, there's little spaces that they go in there, but there was still a lot of play. So that's what I did do. I changed out the arms for Losi, and now I haven't had an issue since. So yeah, guys, that's pretty rough in depth of what all you need to do with these cars. This is just my personal opinion. I've tried a 36cc in this, 45cc, a 32cc, 30.5cc, and out of all those engines, I would prefer the 26 over all of them. This car controls so much better, especially with dual setups. I love the high techs; they're great. Yes, well, that's just my opinion and what I think you should do if you do get this car. It's a fantastic buggy for the price you pay them. You know, instead of like going out and spending $1,500 or whatever it is on a Losi 5B, or even a 5T for that matter, get yourself one of these V5s, spend the money, extra money, by your savings by buying the Rovan, and change all the internals to Losi, the arms to Losi, yeah, and just put a good 20cc motor in it. A 29cc will be fine, a 30.5 is fine. But if you're racing, go with the 26. You'll see what I mean by the difference. How much more controllable power in the rev range, the way it handles, the lot. It's huge difference. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I thought I'd just do this video to help some of you out. I'll give you a quick look at the Losi 5T. Where is it there? That's from Joker Designs in the UK. They're great. They're like $140 or something, and they come on the paper, and so it's not like one whole piece. You can actually they come in different pieces, so you can put it all together properly. It makes it a lot easier. Let's take the body off this. So this car was me 5T. This is blinged out, this one. I think it cost me about $4,000 or $5,000 to do up, but I built it from scratch. I mainly built it for bashing, but now I've decided to race it, so why not, you know? Yeah, so I've got the Area RC servo trays and battery tray set up, alloy fuel tanks, stock 32s an hour, Area RC front alloy rear diffs, Olamat pipe. I've kept the Rovan springs on there. I had no issues with them whatsoever, so I left them on there. Might get some MIPs for it later on, but we'll see how it goes. They're pretty expensive. Yeah, so that's that one. Also, Hillentronics iKelly2 switch. They're great. That shows you the temperature of the motor running, your RPMs, everything. They're great. I normally run the dual setups. I'm waiting for I've ordered another high-tech servo, because I've stole one out of this to put into that. Anyway guys, yeah, thanks for watching, and what else have I done? Oh, I've also got a Baja 5B I've done up as well, but I'll get to that one in the next video. And also just a quick off-road hybrid that I built. I'll get some more videos up of that later too. This is just a bash. I'm still working on this one at the moment, but she sounds great. Anyway guys, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Right, cheers, bye.